Hello, everyone. Virgo, the pain was real. I want to begin there, not with the blessing that is coming, not with the gift that is approaching, not with the beautiful things that Spirit has to offer today, with the acknowledgement that what you have been through was real, was genuinely difficult, was the specific, costly, this asked more than should have been required, kind of difficult that leaves a mark not on the surface but in the foundation. In the specific places where genuine difficulty always leaves its impression, you did not imagine it, did not exaggerate it, did not, as Virgo sometimes wonders in the honest hours, simply not handle it well enough. It was hard. In the real, undeniable, I was asked to carry something heavy sense, and you carried it with the specific quality of someone who does not put things down simply because they are heavy, who continues, who maintains the standard even when the maintenance costs more than anyone is acknowledging, who shows up for others, for obligations, for the ordinary requirements of a life that does not pause simply because the person living it is in pain. Take what is yours today, Virgo. What resonates, let it reach the places that the carrying has worn. What does not, release it gently. But for those of you who felt something soften when I said the pain was real, who felt the specific quality of someone finally being told that what they experienced was genuinely what it felt like this reading holds something today that your sign has perhaps needed to hear more than anything else. Not just that good things are coming, that what you went through mattered, that it counted, that the universe, however you understand that word, whatever shape your relationship with it takes, has not been indifferent to what it cost you. Soft sigh. Let me speak about what blessing actually means in this context, because the word gets used in ways that can make it sound like compensation, like the universe distributing good things to even out a ledger that got unbalanced by too much difficulty. That is not what Spirit is bringing through today. The blessing that is coming for Virgo is not compensation. It is consequence. The specific, earned, this is what the carrying built consequence of someone who went through something real and came out the other side, not broken, but built, more capable, more honest, more genuinely themselves than they were before the difficulty began. The pain built something. I want to say that clearly rather than leaving it as a vague consolation, not as a justification for the difficulty. The difficulty did not need to be as heavy as it was. And Spirit is not here to tell you it was perfect or necessary in the way that certain spiritual frameworks insist on finding purpose in suffering. Simply as the honest observation that what you went through changed you specifically, structurally, in ways that are now part of your foundation, and that the changed version of you is more equipped for what is coming than the version that existed before the pain arrived. More grounded. That is the specific quality Spirit is pressing forward about what the carrying built. Not stronger in the armored, nothing can reach me sense that trauma sometimes produces. Grounded in the specific roots going deeper quality of someone who has been through enough to know what they are made of, who has discovered through the experience of continuing when continuing was genuinely difficult that they are made of more than they knew, more resilience, more genuine care for what matters and less energy spent on what does not. More of the specific, earned, cannot be faked discernment that only comes from having navigated real difficulty and emerged with your character intact. That discernment is the foundation of everything the blessing is about to be built on. And it is why the blessing is not coming to the version of you that existed before the pain. It is coming to this version, the grounded one, the one that was built through everything the caring required. Whew. Now, let me speak about the gift, because Spirit is bringing it through with a specificity today that tells me it deserves attention beyond the general sense of something good approaching. The gift is not a single thing, or rather it presents as a single thing but contains multiples. Has the quality of something that arrives in one form and unfolds over time into something larger than the initial arrival suggested, like a seed that looks in its arriving like a small and unremarkable thing, and that reveals through the process of its growing that what was contained in the small and unremarkable exterior was something considerably more significant than the exterior indicated. Pay attention to what arrives that seems small. That is the specific instruction Spirit is pressing forward for Virgo today, and it matters because Virgo's standard for significance is high. Because your sign, whose capacity for depth and detail is extraordinary, sometimes bypasses things that do not immediately announce themselves as significant, that do not arrive in the form that the Virgo assessment of significance recognizes on first encounter. The gift may arrive in that form, may look initially like something ordinary, may not announce itself in the clear, this is what this is way that would allow your discernment to immediately categorize it. Stay open to the unannounced, to the moment that does not feel immediately significant but carries beneath its surface the specific quality of something that will reveal more of itself with time. To the person who does not arrive with obvious markers of importance, but whose presence, attended to with genuine Virgo quality of attention, reveals something that the surface did not prepare you for. To the opportunity that does not look at first encounter like the kind of thing the pain was building you toward, but that is, when examined with the full quality of your discernment, exactly that. The gift has your name on it, was being prepared in the invisible through the duration of the carrying for the specific version of you that emerged from the carrying. And it will fit in the specific, this was built for the actual dimensions of who I am way that things prepared for a specific person always fit when they finally arrive. Not perfectly. Gifts do not always arrive perfectly, but accurately, in the this is right for me sense that the Virgo interior knows immediately, even when the Virgo mind needs more time to confirm it. Soft sigh. Trust the immediate knowing when it comes. The part of you that has been built by the pain, the grounded, discerning, more honest than before version will recognize the gift, not necessarily in the first moment, but in the specific, this is different quality of sustained attention that Virgo brings to what genuinely matters, in the way it continues to reveal more rather than less the closer the examination gets. In the absence of the specific quality of disappointment that Virgo has become expert at detecting early, the small inconsistency, the thing that does not quite hold under scrutiny because what is being sent does hold, was built to hold For you, you will be blessed, Virgo. Not as a generic reassurance, as the specific spirit confirmed, this is what the evidence of your own life is building toward statement about where things are going. In the relational domain, where the pain may have been most concentrated, something is shifting toward the quality of connection that your sign is capable of and has not always been given, toward being known accurately rather than partially, toward being met at the full depth of what you bring rather than at the managed, more comfortable for others depth that Virgo sometimes accepts because the full depth has not always found its equal. It is finding it now. In the specific, this is why the gift is important sense of something that finally matches. That meets the full Virgo, not the edited one, not the made more convenient one, not the compressed to fit available containers one. The actual one, who was built by the pain into something more fully themselves than they were before, and who is being met in the gift, in the blessing, in the arriving of what was always going to follow, the genuine carrying of something genuinely heavy at exactly that fullness. In the material domain, in the practical daily circumstances of your actual life dimension, something is correcting toward accuracy, toward the proportionate, toward the specific experience of a life that reflects the quality of person living it rather than the compressed ask less than you are worth version that difficult seasons have a way of installing as the new normal. The new normal is ending. A different normal, more accurate, more spacious, more genuinely reflective of everything you actually are, is arriving to replace it. And in the internal domain, which is always for Virgo the most significant something, is completing the specific, long-running, quiet internal question of whether who you are is enough, whether the standard you hold yourself to is proportionate to what is available to someone who holds it, is finding its answer. Not from outside, from the inside. In the specific and settled quality of a sign that has finally, through the carrying and the building and the arriving of what was prepared, stopped needing the external confirmation to know the answer. The answer is yes, has always been yes. And the gift, whatever specific form it takes when it arrives, is simply the world saying in its own language what was always true. You were always enough. The pain did not reveal otherwise. The pain revealed more depth, more resilience, more of the specific quality of character that only becomes fully visible when something genuinely heavy has been carried without putting down the things that matter. You carried them, all of them, without putting down what mattered. And the blessing, the gift, is simply the natural result of that. The world responding finally proportionately to what you have always been. Soft sigh. Receive it, Virgo. When it arrives in whatever form the gift takes, through whatever channel the blessing finds, receive it completely, without the audit, without the immediately checking for the flaw, without the Virgo habit of holding good things at a slight remove while the assessment determines whether they are as good as they appear. They are, what is coming is as good as it appears, and it is coming for you specifically, accurately, in the form that the carrying built you to receive. As the blessing you are always going to be given for the pain you were asked to carry. If this reading found you today, if something here finally acknowledged what the pain cost and confirm that what is coming is proportionate to everything it asked of you. Stay close, subscribe, and come back, because the story of Virgo finally receiving what the carrying built them for, and everything that unfolds from that receiving, is one worth witnessing all the way through. And the next reading will be there for every blessed, grounded, completely deserved step of what comes next.